fine.
All right. Okay, so this is our very first meeting, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay. So I'm very happy to meet you today, Lilia, and thank you so much for coming to our class.
Me too.
So
Thank
how
you very much.
so how was your day? How did you spend your day today, Lilia?
I wake up at 7 a.m. and
Mm.
I prepared for work and
Mm.
then I took a bus and it took 1 hour to go my workplace and my job is teaching student, elementary student.
Oh, you're a teacher.
Yes,
Elementary students. Wow. All right. So they are the students that are very playful, very noisy, right? So sometimes it's
yes,
difficult to handle them.
yes.
Oh.
So,
So how
yeah.
mm-mm, mm.
No, no,
So
no.
it's okay. Continue.
Ah,
So
so they are so noisy. So I download an app upper like
mm.
check noisy. So when decibel is up
Mm-mm,
up over the 60, then
mm-mm.
you go out, go out classroom. So then they are very quiet.
Okay. So they're scared to go out.
Their pardon?
They they are scared, so they don't
Ah,
like going out.
yes,
Okay. So how long have you been teaching how long have you been teaching elementary students?
4 months. I started this job on March 1st.
Okay. Okay, March 4. If I
March
may ask,
1st.
oh
March
yeah.
1st.
Yeah, March 1st, March 1.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I remember that in Korea the classes were suspended. I mean like was delayed, right?
Ah, yes, suspended.
Mm,
So
mm,
I went to school and just working. Not
mm,
there were not students, but I just
mm.
teach them like this
Online.
online class.
Okay. So it's only this month that you started teaching them
Uh, yes,
in class. In class,
in
right?
class, yes, right.
Yes, this month. Okay. So that means this is your first time to meet them face to face.
Yes, actually, uh, um, before I met them once a week because they have to come school and get their worksheet
Mm.
or something
Mm.
like 준비물 bring out like
Mm.
rulers or crayons
School. Mm.
like that.
School things.
School
Mm.
things.
Uh-huh. Okay. So but nowadays they come to school every day?
Yes, every day because my school is very small. First
Mm.
grade to sixth grade, there are
Mm.
only 60 students.
Six students.
Very
Ah.
small. So every day
Okay.
they come. They come every day. But other school like more than 100 student, then
Mm.
they go school one by one like that.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. All right, like they have schedules.
Yes, they have scheduled.
Yeah, so some of my students they study for 1 week and then they study online for 2 weeks and then they come back to school for 1 week and then 2 weeks online again.
Oh yes, some school do like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So thank you so much, Lilia, for sharing about that. So far, what's the hardest part of teaching elementary students?
Mm, these days I feel it's very hard to teach
Mm-mm.
because before I just studied theory, only theory,
Mm-mm.
but now I'm
Mm-mm.
in the real
Mm-mm.
education
Situation. Yes,
situation.
experience. Mm-mm.
Yes, so it's hard to predict
Mm-mm.
student motions or
Mm-mm.
unpredictable. So it's
Mm-mm.
hard to react them.
It had okay. All right. So I think one of the one thing that we might must learn as teachers, especially for younger kids, is to extend our patience, right? So that's the most difficult part there. So being patient.
Patience. Uh,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Wait and
Mm-mm.
like that.
Mm-mm.
Patience.
Yes. Like if you're getting angry, like,
Uh,
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
right.
Okay, sit down. Okay, or
Mm.
else I'm going to. Okay, so I did that to my students before. So when they see me do this, they keep quiet because they know that I'm going to shout.
It's like an alarm. Alarm.
Yes, it's like before I even used the whistle
Whistle.
used by
Shoo,
policemen.
shoo.
Yes,
Ah.
when they are like, keep quiet, you sit down, so they don't listen, I use the whistle, and then they say,
Ah.
oh, teacher.
Do you work
Okay,
at
so
elementary school?
actually kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
kindergarten and then high school students, so it's
Ah,
really yeah,
very different.
well it's
Different.
exactly, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, for kids, the difference is that for kids, we fight today, tomorrow we're friends again. But for high school student, you fight today, tomorrow you will be they will be your eternal enemy.
Yes.
So they will get angry at you forever. So I was like, okay, so that's the difference. I love the kids more.
Ah.
Okay. All right. So, well, thank you, Lilia, for sharing about yourself today. And yeah, I'll try to open our book. So you have chosen OPIC, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it's actually the one that we had a while ago. It's like a getting
Mm.
to know process since it's our first class together. Well, in these questions in OPIC,
Yes.
it also has the okay, why is it not loading? Okay. So the questions are more on like introducing yourself. So for the first parts. What's
Oh.
wrong with our book? Okay, I think there's something wrong with the website. I'll try to share it. I guess I'll have to refresh it. Okay. Okay. But did you see? Did you see? Okay, there you go.
Oh, I can see.
Okay. Yes. For lesson one, it would be okay. So let's try to see the table of contents first. So for part one, it is more on introduction. So
Mm.
introducing yourself, introducing your family, and then follow-up questions for your family, and then lesson four would be about your best friend. So in class, well, depending on how you answer the questions, I guess we can finish 3 to 4 questions. So one advice that I can give you, it's okay to prepare for your answers, but do not memorize, okay? So it would be nicer to give
Okay.
your answer a more natural way. Yes. And then, of course,
Mm.
we have different parts here. So for part two, it's about your home, neighborhood, work, okay? Until we finish that
Okay.
and we go to OPIC Basic 2. Okay,
Mhm.
so since it's our first class together, well, I guess this is a perfect question for us.
Mhm.
Lesson 1. Okay. So we have here an example, but you don't really have to follow this one. You can have your very own way of answering as long as you achieve this. So our main objective is for you to be able to make your own answer about yourself using different kinds of expressions. So we have here, my name is, I am. So those are useful expressions. But you can also change it like, my friends call me, or my family call me.
Mm.
Okay, or you call me. So instead of saying my name is, I am, right? So
Mhm.
usually they're usually being used. So you can say my family call me. Okay. So it's up
Okay.
to you on how to make your answer creatively. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I will let you answer. I will not. I will just take note of the sentences,
Yes.
or your sentences that needs correction, and then
Uh,
I will tell you after you deliver your answer so that I will not disturb you. Okay.
okay. I got it.
Okay. All right. So for today's question, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay. So tell me things that you want to tell me. All right.
Right. My name
Okay.
is
You. Mm-hmm.
my name is Dan Gang, and I am 24 years old. And I live in Jeju Island, which is very famous place in Korea, and also many foreigners come Jeju. And I have one younger brother, and in he is in Korea Army. So I can't see him until next year. It is very sad, but I just finished my university this year, majoring in education. And while I was in school, I had many part-time job like teaching teaching student or work in academy like that. And I my hobby is singing alone. But nowadays I can't go to karaoke because of virus. So I'm very sad. So I bought mic, Bluetooth mic, and I sing alone in my room. But it's not fulfilling content.
Mhm.
Compress karaoke.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Compress.
Okay. Compare.
Compare karaoke. So my room and
Ah,
karaoke, my room is
very
bad.
yeah, because in a karaoke, it's really made for, singing, right? So they can even make make your voice beautiful with the kind
Yes,
of mic that they use. Yes, yes,
echoing.
I
Hmm.
feel like I'm a professional singer when I'm singing in the karaoke, but at home I was like, oh, I'm like a
Ah,
frog.
yes.
Okay. All right. So very good. One thing I really like on the way you answered was you have this confidence. Okay. So which
Mm,
is very important. Okay. So
yes.
that's a big check. Now, I noted some of the sentences that we need to check. Okay. I leave Jeju Island, where is very famous place in Korea. Okay. So this sentence. Okay. So I live in Jeju Island. Okay, I think I forgot to put in. Sorry, sorry. I live in Jeju Island, which is. Okay, so yes, I think I remembered you said which is. Okay,
Ah,
which is a very. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is wrong. Okay, so you just missed out okay, in your sentence. So
ah.
I live in Jeju Island, which is a very famous place in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have to be careful with your articles as well. Although yeah, the grammar it will not be the number one thing that they're going to check in your answer. However, you also have to be aware of your grammar mistake. Okay.
Article?
Many foreigners, yes, article. A R okay, A on So
Ah,
we call this English articles.
article.
English grammar articles. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So English articles, of course, are articles that we usually read, like the news, but we also have what we call English grammar articles, and they call them a and the. So they actually give specific, like for example, she's a girl. Okay.
Yes.
For example, if we're going to say she is a girl, she is the girl. Okay, so she is a girl. Okay, so it is actually different when we say she is the girl,
Oh, I don't know when
right?
I don't know girl, that girl. Then
Mhm.
and when
Yes,
I
yes.
said before, then the,
Mhm. Yes.
right?
Yes. So she is a girl. Okay. So when maybe someone don't know whether the baby, let's say for babies, we don't really know
Yes.
whether they are boy or girls, right? So she's
Ah,
a girl. Okay.
ah,
But when we are talking about someone specifically, like I saw a beautiful girl uh in the mall yesterday, and then suddenly you, oh, she's the girl I saw. So specifically, you're
ah.
talking about a specific person.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the base of the, okay, so this article. So of course, the difference between and an, depending whether the next word is starting with a vowel or a consonant. So
Mm.
yes. Okay, next. Many Koreans come too. Where is that? I think I put it a while ago. Oh, there. Many foreigners come to Jeju Island. I am one of the many people who wants to visit your place. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you you came to
I
Jeju?
no no. I want to go there.
Ah, you want to
Um,
go?
mm, but it's very expensive. I think that was 5 years ago, or I think 6 years ago. I planned, my friends and I planned to go to Jeju Island. But
Ah.
when we tried checking the air ticket, the hotel, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive.
Mm,
So since I think Jeju, we can go there directly without going to other cities, right? Where
right.
they need visa. So I think Jeju Island don't doesn't really need visa.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So many foreigners come to
Come
Jeju
to.
Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then okay. And then you talked about your brother.
Yes.
So he is in the Korean army, so I
Uh,
can't see him until next year. So or okay, so I can see him or I won't. Okay, I won't see him until next year. But
I
can't
won't.
and won't. Okay.
Mm?
Okay, well, while I was in school, I had many part-time jobs. So don't forget the S. Okay, so
Ah,
many, so not one. Yes. So very slight mistakes, but of course you have to be careful. Okay, so
yes.
I had many part-time jobs. Okay, so while
Jobs.
you were studying, you were working. So how did you manage to, like, what was the schedule when you go to school, and what was the schedule of you working in your part-time job?
Mm. I went to school. I went to school. I studied in my school until 6 p.m.
Mm-mm.
and then I just eat ate
Eight. Eight,
ate
since it's the past.
ate dinner, and then rush I rushed to my student house and just teach them for 2 hours, and then my mother picked me up to
Oh,
home.
okay, and then when you go home, you do your homework.
Yes.
So how many hours do you usually sleep?
I sleep 6 hours or 5 hours.
Oh, okay, wow. All right. So you're very good in managing your time. But congratulations for graduating.
Ah, thank
You
you.
worked hard.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I can't go to a karaoke because of coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay, norebang, right?
노래방.
Okay. Your norebang are really nice. I mean, they're when I see them when I see them in the Korean dramas, yeah, they look so nice. Ours
Ah,
are smaller. Yeah,
yes.
the norebangs are smaller
Ah,
here in
in Philippines there are 노래방?
Norebang. They are actually they are also in the amusement parks.
Ah,
But
amusement
yeah,
park.
yes. But for karaoke, for adult, like when you want to drink
Mm.
soju or beer, it's different. Like for example, this is the karaoke machine. There are tables,
Ah,
and they have to wait for their turn. So it's not a VIP.
aha.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you go to a VIP room, it will be more expensive.
I see.
Mm. Okay. All right, so let's try to go to the next question. I think we still have 3 minutes to do that.
Okay.
So you will have to introduce the members of your family, give details about each member. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so
Um.
you indicated that you're currently living with your family. Introduce your family and tell me all the details about them.
Okay.
Okay, let's start
Currently,
now.
I live with my grandmother and uncle. So,
Mm-mm.
my grandmother is 80 years old, but she is still working. She goes to farm, farm and work really hard. She wakes up and at 4 a.m. and go to work and come back home at 6 p.m. So she's very hard and I am very worried about her. I want to make many money because I don't want to see her in she is not working. I don't want her work. And my uncle, I live with my uncle, who is my mother's brother, older brother. He is working at working at
Harbor, yes, at the
harbor,
harbor.
sea and many boat like that. And he is carrying heavy things to boat.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how about your mother, your father?
Mother lives in another place to work, and father too. So I don't live
Okay.
with them.
Okay. So you can do that. You can say that in the first part of your answer. So currently I am living with my grandmother and my uncle. So it is because my mom and my dad or have to work in another city.
Ah,
Okay. So since I mentioned in the first question that my brother is still in the Korean army, I will talk about my grandmother and my uncle. So my
ah,
grandmother, okay, so you can say that.
mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Um, yes, in answering these questions, uh, imagine that you're telling a story to be
Yes.
more, yeah, to give more creativeness, creativity in answering the questions. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you can say that. So I am not currently living with my parents now because they are working in another city, and I am
Ah,
where I'm currently living. My grandmother and my uncle here at home. So my
ah,
grandmother, she is 80 years old and she's still working in the farm.
yes.
Wow. And she's really working hard in the farm. Okay, so a while ago you wanted to say I don't want her work. Okay, this is actually a correct sentence.
Oh,
But I think what you want to say was I don't want to see her.
yes.
Okay, I don't want to see her work
That's right,
because
right?
okay, yes.
Ah,
Yes. This is correct. Yeah, this is correct actually. No problem with this. But I think what you wanted to say was to see. You don't want
Uh,
to see her work
yes,
anymore. So
yes.
you want her to rest at her age.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much for answering the question. So Lilia,
Yes.
we will continue with questions 3 to 4, or depending on what we will finish on
Okay.
Thursday. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Do you have any questions before we end the class?
Not really.
Okay. All right. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. See
Bye.
you. Bye.